Okay, so today we're going to dive into a really ingenious lesson plan. It's one that mashes together two skills you would probably never think to put in the same classroom: public speaking and spreadsheets. Let's get into how they pull it off.
And this really gets to the heart of the challenge, doesn't it? I mean, public speaking and using software like Google Sheets, they feel like they're from completely different planets. But this lesson plan says, hold on, maybe they don't have to be. It starts by asking a question that kind of redefines what integrated learning can even look like.
All right, so the first part of the lesson kicks off with this deceptively simple but really powerful communication warm-up. It's an activity called the Ask and Answer Chain, and its whole purpose is to get every single student talking and engaged right from the very beginning.
The way it works is just so beautifully simple. The teacher kicks things off by asking one student a question. That student answers it. And then, here's the key, they choose a different question to ask another classmate. That person answers, and the chain just keeps on going until everyone has had a turn. It's this simple, elegant loop of communication.
Now, this is where the real genius is. It's in the rules. First, no repeating questions. That forces everyone to actually listen to what's being said. Second, every student has to be called on, which means full participation. No one gets to hide in the back of the room. And finally, insisting on complete sentences, that's what builds actual verbal fluency. See? Every single rule has a very specific and important job.
And just look at the kind of questions they're asking. We're not talking about simple one-word answers here. This one requires persuasion, it requires structure. It's challenging students to build a real, coherent argument right there on the spot. Pretty cool.
Okay, so the room is buzzing, students are feeling more confident and talkative, and then the lesson pivots completely. We move into the second half, a deep dive into digital literacy with Google Sheets.
And the way they teach the tech is just as modern as the speaking game. This is not some boring step-by-step lecture. No way. Instead, students watch a short video to get the main ideas, and then, this is the most important part, they get hands-on time to just explore the tool themselves. The teacher is there to help, acting more like a guide than a dictator. It's all about discovery.
And I want you to really notice the objective here. The key word is confidently. The goal isn't for them to memorize every single button and function in Google Sheets. It's to build their confidence, to make them feel empowered to just click around, try things, and figure stuff out on their own. It's basically teaching them how to learn.
So by now you're probably thinking, okay, I get it. A speaking game and then a tech session. But where's the connection? This is where the whole thing comes together. This is the synthesis, where these two totally different worlds are about to collide.
But before we get to the big reveal, let's just recap what's been built so far. On one side, you have students who've been working on their fluency, their confidence, their listening skills, and on the other side, you've got them fostering the spirit of exploration and tech literacy. Two really powerful skill sets, just developed in parallel.
And here's the whole 90-minute session in a nutshell. You can see the flow. The speaking game, the video, the hands-on exploration. And then you see that crucial last item on the list, the final wrap-up. That's the glue that holds it all together.
And here it is, the bridge. It's so simple but so powerful. It's an exit ticket. To leave the classroom, every single student has to stand up and, using a full sentence in English, say two things they learned during the class. It's that simple, but it accomplishes so much.
So why is this so brilliant? Well, think about it. It forces students to take that technical knowledge, the stuff they learned on a screen, and put it into words. That's a huge step for locking it into memory. It makes them immediately use the speaking confidence they just spent the first half of the class building. It's this perfect fusion that reinforces both the communication skills and the tech skills, all at the same time. So as we wrap this up, it's pretty clear that this is way more than just a clever schedule for a 90-minute class. It really represents a much deeper philosophy about how we learn things most effectively in today's world.
And that's really the big idea here, isn't it? True mastery, real learning. It doesn't happen in isolated little boxes. It happens when we start weaving different skills together so that our communication skills reinforce our tech skills, and our tech skills give us something meaningful to communicate about. So I'll leave you with this question to chew on. It doesn't matter if you're a teacher, a manager, or just someone who loves learning new things. Think about this design. What two seemingly unrelated skills could you combine in your next project or your next lesson to create a much more powerful and integrated learning experience?